Welcome back to The Merge, the wrestling guide for Jiu-Jitsu, powered by Fuji Sports. Mica Galvão, 2021 Pan American champion. This kid's only 17 years old and he had one of the most dominating performances in the adult division. What really impressed me though was this Kouchi Gari single leg combination that he used a few times on his way to the gold medal. So there's a few variations of the Kouchi Gari, and I'm going to run through just one variation and highlight the really important parts, and then we'll go through the changes that Mica did, okay? I'm essentially getting my opponent to plant their weight on this foot here, and then I'm sweeping it out and away, okay? And the way I'm going to do that, I'm collar tying here with the same side lead leg, and I'm going to transition the weight so that it gets heavy on this foot, okay? Once the weight is heavy on this foot, I can take a little back step with this foot from here, and then my right foot is going to sweep out this leg. And I'm using the whole pad of my foot here, right? I'm not just using like the side of my foot here, kicking it out, using my heel. So as I take that step back, here, and the opponent will fall. Now the changes that Mica made were he didn't take that little back step here, and he immediately was kind of using it to transition into a single leg. So the first thing I want to point out is how he transferred the weight to this leg was great. He wasn't using just arm strength. He wasn't just kind of coming here, all right? If you actually see in the video, he gets his weight and his hips back, and he's really kind of like bullying the weight over to this leg from here. So once he gets the weight over to this side, he switches his stance from here, and now when he goes to hit the Kouchi, he takes a little step forward, and as he kicks it here, his opponent starts falling down, but you can see him kind of fishing and catching the single leg mid-transition here, okay? Now let's say our opponent didn't fall. This is why I love this. If our opponent doesn't fall, we got a single leg. So I'll do the same thing Mica did, right? Transition the weight here, switch my stance, and if my opponent keeps his balance, as this lifts up, we're now in a single leg position. All right, so one more time. Mica gets his weight behind this leg, transfers the weight to this side, switches stance. If our opponent doesn't fall, you got yourself right in a single leg. Little crow hop step, right here into the single leg. The second highlight here, you can actually see when he steps through and kicks his leg up, it's actually really high, this one here. It's actually up in the knee area almost from this side. And his opponent winds up falling straight backwards, but once again, you can see with that left arm fishing for that single leg. So this is a really cool 1-2 punch that you guys can use if you want to try and hit the Kouchi Gari, and it doesn't work. So you can go for the Kouchi right to the single leg. Thanks for tuning in this week. Check out themergeonline.com. Follow us on social media, and I'll see you guys next Friday.